we just had like 3 months of hell. We just had the winter from hell. It snowed twice real bad in a row. The first one, it was down below zero, not going past like 10 degrees. So all that snow and ice lasted like a good 5-6 weeks before it finally melted. As soon as it melted, we got 16 to 20 inches of snow a week later. So I just went through hell. The car's been car covered all winter, barely started here and there. I started just enough to keep the battery good. I would go out like every 2-3 weeks and start the car and let it run a little bit. Hold on a second, let me just adjust this. I would go out and start it every 2-3 weeks just to keep the battery good. But I think from doing that, it got a lot of it got a lot of condensation, because I changed the oil today and it looked like it was a little milky, like it was 2 different color oils in there a little bit. And last time I changed the oil, I remember I did something that I never usually do. I put Ultra Platinum, 5 quarts of Pennzoil Ultra Platinum, and then I put 3 quarts of Pennzoil 020. So the first one was 520, 5 quarts of 520, and then I added, because it only takes 8 quarts, I added 3 more quarts of leftover regular Platinum 020, because it was winter. I figured the 020 can't hurt it. It's cold. It'll help maybe a little bit with cold starts. So I mixed the two. So I think between that and the condensation is what made it look like it had a little something in it. Now listen, I went over the car after that. It was, first off, it was never low on oil. I checked the oil all the time. And it was, what do you call it? The radiator fluid's right where it needs to be. So it never got a check engine light. So it's not like it's got blown head gaskets or something like that. There's no oil anywhere. So it must have been what I think it was. So yeah. And what I had to go through to get the thing on ramps was amazing. I had to ride it up on like 2x10s first and lean them towards the ramps, because the car's so low now. I can't even barely get my jack under it either. I can get it at the midpoint of the car. But that's what you get for lowering your car. And then, but yeah, so I changed the oil, maintenance the car all winter, basically left it parked. I think I drove it like on a couple weekends here and there just to get it out when it was nice. But for the most part, she sat all winter. And then, yeah, what's that? I still have the MGW. I haven't put that in yet because it's winter, obviously. We had the most horrible winter we had since 1996. We actually broke records with all the snowfall we got. We don't even usually normally get snow like this. We get like flurries, 2 inches, 3 inches here and there usually. And then all of a sudden we get this bad winter from hell. But yeah, so the MGW I'll be putting that in like before the summer sometime. I don't know if I'm gonna do it myself or just pay a shop to do it. I got a buddy that knows what to do. He'll just put it in. He'll do it right too. But yeah, so that's leading me to the elephant in the room. I've been avoiding the elephant in the room because I don't want to sound like these other YouTubers, but like, I have to say it, man. The Dark Horse. What the fuck was Ford thinking? Like, they messed up so bad between the pricing, the recycled GT500 powertrain. Now, don't get me wrong, I'm going to start off with the good. I think it's a nice looking car, and I think they actually fixed the front end of the S650. Not that it was horrible, but it just looks meaner. It does look menacing. It does look menacing. It looks like a more modern version of the GT500, but that leads me to the next thing. They messed up so bad with the name, like nobody's going to want a car called the Dark Horse SC. I get it, they can't call it a GT500 because of Shelby and whatever's going on with them, but they should have at least called it the Cobra. And I'm going to start sounding like all the other YouTubers and regurgitate, but I thought this from the start. If they would have just called it the Cobra and, you know, guys would have been lining up to get it, even at this price. The pricing's outrageous, but guys would have been after this car if it would have been called the Cobra. More. Don't get me wrong, like there'll be people out there that buy this car, but not many, and no one from my area where I live. I might see some down the shore. But I just made a wrong turn. That's why I got sidetracked. So yeah, like I'm not even seeing S650s around where I live, and they've been out almost 3 years now. I see like one or two here and there, and one out of the two is an EcoBoost. If I see 5 of them over like a 6-month period, 3 of them are EcoBoosts. So I don't know who's buying these cars. I don't know where they work. I'd like to know, because I can't afford $1,000 car payment. Never in a million years. When I grew up, my car payments were like $225, $350 was like the biggest car payment I had when I was younger. As I got older, I started just like saving money and buying things cash. That's how I got this car, saving. Plus, I fall in love with cars and don't want to get rid of them now that I'm getting older. So, this is downshifted in third without paying attention. It's funny, man. I had this thing sideways too the other day. You know, that's all I'm going to say about the Dark Horse. They just messed up with the name, the price, everything. I wish Ford, this will be the last thing. I wish Ford would make a bigger displacement dual overhead cam motor. Like the Coyote, same exact thing, but just at least like 6-liter displacement, maybe higher. If they do something like that, I know it'll look like a monster under the hood, but at least it won't look like you know, any bigger than something with a blower on it. You know? But so yeah, I had my car on the Pike where I live and had the thing all sideways. It started doing Mustang things on me, and it was not me, guys. Seriously, I get why guys crash these cars. This has happened to me twice where the thing wanted to just do 180 on me. So I'm blazing the gears. I'm going straight. I'm in second. I'm really smoking them up. And next thing I know, I hit a bump. The ass kicks out, and I feel it. It's one, dude. Listen, if I would have just clutched it as soon as I did, it would have 180'd on me. I'm serious, man. It was coming fast. So I get why, like, if you're an inexperienced driver, man, and this is why it happens, because they don't let off. They're still going. They feel the ass end kicking out and smoking tires, and they think they're going to manage to still keep it straight. And I'm telling you, man, this car's going to do what it wants to do. And that's the other thing. You're sliding already. When your wheels are spinning, you're sliding. And the cars are super heavy. So they're just going to keep moving on you in a direction you don't want it to. They're almost 4,000 pounds. Mine is 3,700 pounds because it's Gen 2. So it's a little bit lighter. But the Gen 3s were like 3,800 something. And now, like, I'm hearing the S650s are like 4,000 pounds. 39 something. I don't know. But anyway, yeah, that's it, guys, man. I don't know what the hell Ford's thinking. But I just wanted to do a vid, man, and reach out to you guys, because we just went through a winter from hell, and there was no way to make videos, you know? And I figured, like, the Dark Horse would be something to talk about a little bit, too. But I was never buying that car anyway. I can't go to bed with $2,000 car payments and sleep right. Anyway, take care, guys.